The story remains the same for Alibaba heading into 2022. In order for them to compete, they got to focus on three things: the consumer, the products, and the merchants. In parts 1 to 3 of this Investor Day presentation series so far, we have discussed Alibaba's focus on the customer and the product. In this video, the fourth part of their China retail marketplace presentation, they discussed why they are the best place for merchants to list their products. So smash that like button and subscribe if you're new. You're watching More Money. Let's get it. Alright guys, the choose one from 2 days are over. If you recall that Alibaba took a huge anti-monopoly fine earlier in the year because they were asking retailers to choose between them or a rival platform. Those days are over, so Alibaba really needs to figure out a way to become the best place for merchants to list their products. And it's not like they weren't doing this already before, but now competition is really heated up, especially considering that they only grew their China retail marketplace spend by 3% quarter over quarter, and they told us it's because partially that the competition is heating up. So that's why in the fourth section of their China retail marketplace presentation, they are focusing on why they are a high quality and sustainable business platform for their merchants. And to be honest, they talk about a lot of stuff here that I don't really know if it's that important, but the most important slide, and I'll show you next, is their presentation on Unidesk. Now, as you can see from here, Unidesk is actually super important because it just simplifies the whole omni-channel marketing spend and process. So to explain this, let me give you an example. So say you are a second-hand product retailer on Idlefish, and you want to sell a product to someone that can be delivered to them via Eli.me, and you want to attract that customer with a short form video on a third-party app. So that specific marketing campaign absolutely can be delivered through Unidesk. And it's very clear that the possibilities for customer targeting are endless, so it's no surprise that spending has increased by 5 times year over year. Now this leads to one problem. Merchants are generally hesitant where they allocate their advertising spend. So you're gonna have this clear new shiny tool of how to target customers, but merchants will be very hesitant to move from a tried and true method. So how do you really resolve that issue? Or the other issue that I'm seeing is, how do merchants optimize it? They don't really know what would work the best, so are they gonna waste millions of dollars figuring it out? I don't know if that's the right solution. And here's where the most overlooked business in the Alibaba platform comes into play: Alimama. And honestly guys, you guys are sleeping on Alimama. I love Alimama so much that she'd be my baby mama, just with no drama, please. Now from here you can see that Alimama is an algorithm powered AI to optimize merchant ad spend. Basically, it gives merchants advertising more bang for their buck with a 30% ROI increase. And the way that this is done is it works with the advertiser from the ground up, all the way from the pre-campaign right to the post. And it will give you a smart allocation for your merchant ad spend, whether the advertising spend go to search, recommendation feeds, marketing programs, content programs, interactive entertainment, or third-party apps. And it's very clear that this works because advertisers' ROI has increased by 30%. And you almost enter into this virtuous cycle of advertising spend because they use Alimama, they get a higher return on their advertising spend, they use that additional revenue to advertise some more, and so on and so on. They get to grow their business, Alibaba gets to grow their business, and more customers who would value those products are able to see them in the first place. So with the optimization of ad spend, you've almost made other retailers obsolete. So everybody that was dragging Alibaba after the Q2 results, you wanted a more competitive Alibaba, you got it. And so the real takeaway from this last part, where they're really trying to be the destination for merchants, is all about layering. So they've taken this world-class product, which is Unidesk, which allows you to market any way that you want and all of the various strategies that you can come up with. And then they've layered on top of that Alimama, which optimizes the spend. So you might pick 5 or 6 different strategies, and then Alimama might help you with optimizing those strategies in the spend therein. So you really create this world-class platform for helping your merchants. And so if the merchants really aren't seeing the value in this, they're not really operating at the best level that they can. And how do you really compete with this? You have to invest in all of this world-class technology. So that's really how Alibaba is separating themselves as the merchant's #1 location to list with. So for those of you that don't know much about Alimama, I really covered it in detail in my 6-part series on Alibaba, which you can get to right here. And if you want to get to the rest of this Investor Day series, click right here.